Hello class, I'm Warren Peterson, and today I'm going to cover the human rights of uh, the right to know what's in your food. Um, I know everybody kind of has an idea of this in today's society. We have the right to know in the United States, for the most part, what's in our food. But there are things in our food that are not talked about or are not really discussed in great detail to people what they are. Partly because some of them are hard to understand, and other ones just because of efforts to make it so people don't know that they're in their food. So without any more talking about that, what I'm going to specifically talk about is endocrine disruptors. And endocrine disruptors are substances that can mess with or interrupt the endocrine system in the human body. And the endocrine system is made up of many endocrine glands, usually for sexual endocrine glands and stuff like that, and also, there's thyroid glands, adrenal glands, and all these other types of endocrine glands that the body needs to function. And these endocrine disruptors will either stop or hurt the function of the endocrine system. And so the study I have is a review of the mechanisms of action and behavior in neuroendocrine systems for endocrine disruptors. And in it talks about where endocrine disrupting chemicals come from. And endocrine disrupting chemicals, or EDCs as the article will call it, come from many different places. They come from pesticides and herbicides, dusts, plastics, medical and or dietary components. The reason why there's a high occurrence of these and why I'm talking about it in reference to what's in your food is because endocrine disrupting chemicals end up in your food because of, take the example of the Monsanto company that made Roundup Ready plants that have a resistance to the chemical herbicide called Roundup. Whenever these plants are doused in this chemical, they usually still have a remnant of the Roundup in them, and then whenever you eat the Roundup or eat the plant that has the Roundup on it, you begin to get that endocrine disruptor inside your body. Well, there's also almost no escaping this, because you say maybe I just won't eat plants. Well, plants are kind of a big thing that go into our diet and shouldn't be cut out anyway. But also, you could say, okay, I'm going to eat meat. Well, meat, especially in today's standards, are usually processed foods in big factories, or even if they're local, they're usually fed plants that are doused in pesticides and herbicides to make the plants profitable, because they don't want to lose any plants. And so these pesticides and herbicides then get into the meat of these animals, and then you go to eat that animal and you're getting it. So it's a chain of events. The food chain is then contaminated with these pesticides and herbicides. And so we should have the right to know that these endocrine disruptors are in our food so that we can prevent the use of these pesticides and herbicides so they're not polluting us or polluting animals or killing off animals, because it can have a major effects on human health and ecological health, which is a big topic for everybody in our generation, because we talk about how global climate change is causing many species to die out. The biggest species that's dying out today is herpetofauna, which is reptiles and amphibians, and 32% of them are either endangered or becoming extinct because of the modern farming practices and modern ranching practices that leak out pesticides and herbicides and take out natural wetlands and take out a lot of water out of the ecosystem. So thank you for your time, and I think endocrine disruptors and other things like that, people should have the right to know that that's in their food because it should be a human right. Thank you.